Man, if you're single or in a relationship and you're looking to improve your social life by learning social skills, then this video is for you. Social skills we can separate in many different things. We have body language, we have communication skills, we have storytelling, we have our voice, we have reading social cues, we have social intelligence, and we also have eye contact. Now, eye contact is super important, especially when meeting women, seducing them. We often say that the eyes are the windows of the soul. So the deeper you look into somebody's eyes, the deeper you can see who they really are. When I was younger, 20 years ago, 15 years ago, and I was still very insecure socially, and it was very hard for me to connect with people that I didn't know, that I didn't know, and especially to meet women that I liked. I was always shy, anxious, and whatnot, and I would always look away when I was talking to them. I would look this way, this way, this way. And maybe you also experience that sometimes, or maybe you never experienced that before, but you see it in other people as well. Like you meet somebody and you feel like, okay, this person is very nervous. It's very hard for him or her to keep eye contact with you. So this video is about eye contact, what I really, really love, and I think is a magic thing in creating connection, also being authentic. I did a lot of workshops, and one of them was a tantra workshop that I did in Southeast Asia, in Thailand, and it was a 7-day tantra retreat. Now, most people think tantra is about sexuality and about doing crazy shit, and I was lucky. A friend of mine did something similar before, and he told me, like, Sev, this is not about sex at all. This is about communication, about vulnerability, about being your authentic self, being present in the moment. I was like, oh, that's very interesting. I should try that. So I booked a retreat. I did it for a week. And the most beautiful thing there was we did a lot of exercise with people from the other gender on eye gazing. So we'd sit in front of each other. We would look each other in the eye for a few minutes without talking, just by looking the other person in the eyes. The other person is looking at you and you're looking at the other person. Now, in the beginning, this is super confronting. There's no way to escape. You cannot look at your phone. You cannot look away. You cannot even start talking to each other. You just look each other in the eye. And in the beginning, it's like super stressed, super like, oh my God, you're judging, your mind is racing. You're thinking about the other person as well. Like you're judging her. You're maybe you like her. Like all different situations pop up in your head. But then the beautiful thing is after a little bit, after 30 seconds, a minute, you find peace because you cannot keep like hunting yourself like that in your head. So at one point you just give up and you just allow the situation to happen. And that is really interesting how much communication happens on purely eye contact. You see the other person and you're even talking to each other in a way. Like it's so interesting. I think we all know that a lot of the communication is just sub-communication. There's a lot of crazy numbers out there. Some people say it's 70%, some people say it's 85%. I'm not sure. I just know it's a very, very high number. But by eye gazing in this workshop, I'm learning how to be more present with other people, looking in the eye and not running away from myself by looking away up and down. I became super authentic and I was also vulnerable. And by that, it was super easy to connect with people, especially with girls. So next time, if I meet somebody, a woman that I would like to date, that I'm curious about, that I just met in a coffee place or a bar, I would take my time to get to know her on a level of eye contact. I would just look in her eye a little bit deeper before I start talking. Look in her eye as well. When she's talking as well, I try to listen, but I'm also giving her my presence by having eye contact. It's so beautiful. Like this is something you can try instantly in your life wherever you are. You go to the bakery, you want to buy a sandwich. Practice. Look in her eye half a second longer than you used to be. Before you start talking, breathe slightly, look in her eyes or his eyes even, and just start talking. And then you see like, wow, this is actually super beautiful. But when you start doing this, when you're very insecure and you're doing something in your life, you're just nervous because you just approached a girl in a coffee place. If you're able to stay with yourself in that situation and look her in the eyes as well when you're feeling very insecure, that is when the real magic will happen. Because being so authentic is very rare. Because most of the people that we see when we get anxious, we try to run away. So if you will be able to stay with yourself and the next time you come in that situation, you will show yourself. And the beautiful thing is, you will connect better with women. because they will see, oh my God, this is actually a real person. He's not running away from himself. I can see he's a little bit nervous, but he's still with it. Like, oh, this is a person that I can trust. This is somebody that can lead me in his life. Because whatever happens, if he's nervous, if there's a very challenging situation, he's not going to run away. He's going to stay here with me. It's a metaphor how we live life, how our character, our personality is. I mean, it's not very easy. It also took me a while to learn this, and this workshop helped me a lot. And this is also what I teach my clients as well, obviously, to stay in the situation and use the tools of your eyes to stay there with that and don't run away. I always have this funny remark that I say, and I tell this always when I work with clients in the beginning, is whatever happens in this week, whatever we do, whatever we work on, the only important thing is that you keep breathing. That's it. That is the only thing that is necessary in this life. You have to keep breathing in this moment, because otherwise you won't survive. But like, I should do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. These are all irrelevant. Just stay present with your breath and breathe. And that is also what I do with my clients when we work together. They get nervous and they want to get away because they have all these fucking things racing in their head because I push them, right? Because we're going for transformations. We want to get people from point A to point B, from the point where now dissatisfied with dating life. We want to get them to a satisfied dating life. And for that, we need to put them to a series of work that can be challenging sometimes. So they're very happy and they're content and they can live the rest of their life in an abundant dating life. But for that, we need to stay sometimes with negative emotions that occur to grow from there. And with that, eye contact is super amazing. So if something happens with a person, he's talking to a girl and he wants to get away, right? And this is what happens a lot. Like men ask numbers way too fast, for example. We have a conversation for a few minutes and we have that connection and we think, oh shit, I need to get her number and then get away and then text her later or something. No, no, stay with her a bit longer. Stay with it. You feel uncomfortable? That's fine. We want you to be real and authentic. Because if you have all these weird thoughts and you try to speed up things, you're going to lose her anyway. Because eventually she will notice that you're not that guy you were portraying. But if you stay with that, then you're the real you, the authentic you, the one who's able to put himself out there and stays with that uncomfortable feeling. So just focus on your breath, eye contact, and stay with the uncomfortable feelings. And then you can even express it as well. Oh, I'm a bit nervous now. I'm this, I'm that. But eye contact is incredible, guys. Eye contact for seduction is incredible. There's a lot of cool movies that I've seen as well. You know, James Bond, for example. He looks a bit longer in the eyes when he's meeting a woman. He's not even talking. It's just his aura doing his thing, and his eyes are helping with that. Just looking her in the eye from far away across the bar. And this is also something that I use when I was always seducing women. I would be in a bar and I would see a beautiful woman across the bar. And instead of chasing her and running to her and approaching her, I would have eye contact with her. But I would do it in a way that she would say, like, okay, I can see this guy is a legit cool guy. But yeah, he's not approaching me yet. So she would start thinking about, like, why is he not approaching me yet? This is a trick that is very, very advanced. I would not recommend trying to do this when you're not good because you're going to misinterpret signs. But I would do it because if I have eye contact, like in a very subtle, seducing way, and she starts thinking about me, she's going to create a lot of emotional investment. So if I look at her, seducing with my eyes, and then she thinks about me for 10 minutes, like, oh, why is this guy not talking to me? He looks confident, he's looking at me. He's not looking at me like all the other guys are looking at me, and he's not talking to me. Huh, what is there? And then 10 minutes later, I go say hi. And I say, nice to meet you. I saw you from the other side of the bar. She's like, yeah, I saw you. I saw you as well. So it's already on, guys. Emotional investment. Emotional investment is really amazing. And you can do that by playing with eye contact more. So start playing with it instantly. Look in people's eyes a bit longer. You can also do it with men. It doesn't always have to be sexual. Just like, hey, nice to meet you. The client, for example, you look him in the eye like for 1 second, like, hey man, nice to meet you. Shake his hand like a man with character. And then you just move on with your day. When you approach a girl next time in the street, in a coffee place, look a little bit longer in her eyes. Take like a small break in the conversation for a few seconds. Just look in her eyes and tell like, wow, you have beautiful eyes. And the more you look into people's eyes, the more beauty you will see. And of course, some of you will know this already, But if you use it in an intimate way when you're in the bedroom, like it's incredible to improve your intimate life with your partner, with women that you just met, with just flings that you're having. And of course, also if you have a long-term relationship and you're losing that fire, try to play with eye contact. Slow down a little bit in the bedroom. Look deeper in her eyes, and then move on. It's beautiful, guys. Eye contact is magic. The windows of the soul. If you like this video, then like it, subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in improving your daily life and building daily life you always wanted, then go to my website, check the testimonials, and sign up for a free discovery call with me. If you think this video could be helpful for somebody, send it to him. And yeah, have a legendary day, and I see you next time.